What's going on, everybody? This is Soap here with Rocket Punch Gaming, and I wanted to make another quick Xenoverse video going over my Saiyan's PvP build. So he is a Ki Blast Saiyan, so I wanted to go over it really quickly, just my stats, my moves, kind of why I did them, and then all that other fun stuff. So super quickly, as far as equipment goes, I have the 4-star Dragon Ball outfit. Obviously, it puts some into health and Ki Blast supers, so that gives me a little bit of extra health, and obviously it helps out with my Ki Blasts. Basic attacks and strike supers I use very rarely on this character, so it's irrelevant. And then a Z-Soul that I really like for any Ki-based user, but this is especially true for Super Saiyans, or for Saiyans in general. The Bwahaha! Gotcha! Because what happens is every time you get hit, there is a chance that you will get an entire Ki bar. So when you're in Super Saiyan, obviously you're constantly losing Ki. So as long as you let your opponent hit you every so often, or if you tank an ultimate at all, you'll get all your Ki back. It's very useful. It's different than the dirty cheating one, which is Android 20s, which is, where are we here? Let's find this stupid piece of crap. The Bwahaha, thanks for the energy, Android 20 Z-Soul, which is for dirty cheaters, and I hate you, and I'm going to make another video about that as well, so check out for that in the link in the description below. But as far as my attributes and my skills, I'll do attributes first. So I pumped 80 into Ki Blast supers. So I have 80 in there. It's more than enough. I've tried out having 80 and I've tried out having 100, and obviously with 100 you do a little bit more, but it's not so much more that it's like, you know, like a crazy difference. So I don't really bother with that. Now, as far as Ki and stamina go, so by default you always have 4 bars of each when you're on level 80. For every 25 that you add to that, you get another bar. So I have 5 Ki bars and I have 6 stamina bars, so that's where that comes into play. So I can use my escape move twice, or I can do 3 snap vanishes in a pinch. So that gives me more than enough stamina to work with that. With how I have this character built, it's more than enough. With some of my other characters, I put more into stamina. I put a little bit into basic attacks just because I have my passive as a male Saiyan to have higher attack. So sometimes you got to get down with the fisticuffs. So while 32 is not a lot of points, when I hit people, it does, you know, some damage. It's, you know, it's a decent amount of damage. And then I just pump the rest into health. So that's where I kind of got that. So I've quite a bit of health, and then along with my gear, that gives me, it gives me a lot. It gives me a good amount of health. So I'm pretty comfortable with where I am with that. I can take a couple of ultimates to the face if I have to get my Ki back. You know, it gives me time to kite people around. I have more than enough health to do with what I like to do. Now, as far as skills go, number one most important thing in the universe, in PvP, no one likes to actually fight each other in this fighting game. They hit each other a few times, and then if it's a close match, they just run away and try to bring out the timer using basic Ki Blasts to you know, keep their distance. So Change the Future lets you vanish in and counter. So how this move works, whenever you are about to get hit by a Ki Blast, you use it. You'll then disappear, go up to the opponent, and then, you know, kind of do something similar to a gravity impact, Cell's kind of little shockwave move. So you do that to people's faces. It's also helpful for fighting spammers. So obviously most Saiyans are spammers because that's how Super Saiyan's designed. So if it's a Ki Blast spammer you are dealing with, it allows you to counter that. So some of the harder to dodge moves, like electric. Android 17's special, the Electric Strike, my god, what the hell is it called? I'm brain farting so bad. Super Electric Strike, it lets you counter that. It lets you counter Death Ball. It lets you counter Super Vanishing Ball very easily. So it helps you out when fighting against other Saiyans. Milky Cannon is amazing in PvP. When I first had to use Captain Ginyu in the story mode, I was like, this is stupid, I'm never going to do this. But Milky Cannon's awesome for helping to keep if people are trying to come in on you, it's good to throw up a couple of those in there in your proximity, because if they go anywhere near it, it will explode. It doesn't do a crazy amount of damage, but it helps you maintain distance. Maximum charge, if people aren't fighting me, I need to make sure I'm keeping Super Saiyan up, so max charge will make sure that I can power back up. Big Bang Attack is good. If you can hit somebody with a Milky Cannon, then immediately follow up with a Big Bang Attack, both of them will connect. On top of that, Big Bang Attack is a great move for interrupting people from doing their ultimates. So if somebody's trying to charge up a Vanishing Ball or a Death Ball, if I could throw out a Big Bang really quick, it will, it'll drain their stamina, and it'll force them to, kind of stun them artificially. That's great. Obviously, Super Saiyan. I used to have Super Saiyan 2 in there, but when you're in PvP, since people are trying to kind of run out the clock a lot of the time, Super Saiyan 2, or Super Vegeta 2, was draining my ki too quickly, so I just switched to normal Super Saiyan. Ultimate skill, Symphonic Destruction. This thing is absolutely obnoxious. If you can pull off Symphonic Destruction, it completely negates anybody else's ultimate. It does not matter what they are doing, it does not matter what they are using, it will not hit you. So if someone can use Super Electric Strike, you can't use Change the Future. You can't Big Bang them out of it. You can't get up or down, above it or below it to dodge it. Use Symphonic Destruction. You'll just deflect it. It won't work. Same idea if people are using Blue Hurricane. Birder's ultimate is something that's used a lot by physical attack tunes for their ultimate. It will completely negate the entire move. You won't get hit by it. Plus, it does a fair amount of damage, and it has a similar range to Milky Cannon, so if you can close the gap between people and pull this off, it does good damage. If you can hit them with the whole thing, it does amazing damage. Even if you only hit them with a little bit of it, it's still chipping away at their health. It's very important. That is my male Saiyan ki user build thing. So, if you guys have any questions, comments, all of those sorts of things, please be sure to leave them in the correct boxes below. Always make sure to subscribe to Rocket Punch Gaming if you like our videos and you want to see us make more videos. And any questions you have, go ahead and post them in the comments below. If there's anything else you'd like to see, go ahead and let us know. Check out our social networks, all that other fun stuff. And thank you for watching, and have a great one, guys.